Welcome to this movie summary. Today I came with a Korean action comedy movie called Shaolin's Boy. The story start by Lee, 6-year-old monk who studies at the Chalane Monastery. He has lived at the monastery and trained in martial arts all his life. At the start of the film he enters the monastery and apologizes to his elders for what he is about to do. When everything suddenly a monk attacks him from the side, immediately dodges and kicks him several times in the air, showing his skills. A few moments later the first monk and defeated following the attack of the second monks armed with swords. Lee manages to disarming his opponent, leaving him no choice but to accept defeat. Then he approaches the third and last monk. The two fight and in the end he wins. He bows to the shrine and walks outside. He is about to go to a new school in town as a student. During his stay there he is supposed to live with a family of 3. One afternoon Line watches the previous day's Kondo's tea game as always while his brother gorges on chips and snacks. The brother's father is a scientist named Dr. and their mother died a few years ago, after which Dr. Hans and gave his work the doctor a call the children to ask them how they are, and the little boy is annoyed because his father is never home with them. The doctor and promises to come back as soon as possible and tells them to open a gift box he just sent home. While he speaks, the ifrap within their reach is received by Line, who are busy welcoming him and do not notice that his father is being kidnapped. On the other side of the video Larry threatens the doctor and to give them an important device. Dr. and on the other hand claim that there is no such. Appears here one of the gang members checking the images from the CCTV camera discovers that the device was shipped to his home is received by his children. 2 of Larry's henchmen volunteer to get the device no matter what until he gets hold of it. The doctor and will be held hostage. He dresses in eccentric clothes as a disguise and arrives in front of the island house. Meanwhile getting used to the new environment he sees Line watching Kondo tea match on TV and is fascinated by sport. Later he tries to do his daily and nightly meditation while Hugh plays a video game. Both bother each other, have difficulty living together, but soon they play video games together and bond. Leal opens this box sent by her father and sees a panda key ring inside. By pressing a button the panda 2 mandates Line to set a voice-activated password. She exclaims what password, which is saved as the new password without her realizing it. By testing it further she surrenders, realizes that the panda is an artificial intelligence that has his mother's voice. The next morning he prepares for his first day of school. On the other side the gangsters watch them from inside their car. He plans to enter by break-in just after he was out of sight. But at that time 1-2 notices that Lee hung the panda keychain on her. On the way to school the group meets Frank and his sister-in-law, and Lin Lei introduces Ollie as he by one of the gang members quickly grabs the bunch of keys and moves away from their mark and does a high jump and several backflips to reach him. Fund is impressed to see that he is a skilled fighter. They both beat him and retrieves the panda, but he misses again and the children soon surround him and trap him in a trash can at school, bound to present it to his classmates who are amazed to seeing a child monks for the first time. During gym class the coach informs them of a fitness test that will take place next month. The first task is to run 100 m. Lee trained completed 2 laps before his classmates can't even finish. Then they are asked to do push-ups, one of the many bed specialties. He does over 100 while the other kids can barely do 2. Then you can find the rest of this film in the next video on this channel.